Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Jody, if you've never watched before. I'm doing a collab today with Falon from Moss Family TV. She was gonna do a red velvet cake bake-off type thing where she's picked a few recipes that her viewers have sent to her trying to get Titus a really good red velvet cake. And I decided that I was gonna be making a red velvet cake for a New Year's Day party that we're gonna be going to. And so I messaged her and got another one of her recipes that was sent. So I'm gonna try one out too, and I'll let you guys know how it is. This is actually Titus's cousin's recipe. I believe she has a YouTube channel too. If I can find out what it is before I post this or afterwards, I'll put a link down below to hers, and I'll put a link to Falon's channel in case you've never seen it before either. But I'd love for you to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I like to do cooking videos. I do recipes from the Griffiths Family Cookbook that recently came out this year. I'm also on Weight Watchers, and I've been planning to do more videos on that as well. And also just will sometimes show my family. I have 3 kids, and we just have a lot going on. So all right, so let's get started on this red velvet cake. Okay, I have all my ingredients already measured out here, so I'm just going to follow the instructions. It says to whip your eggs first. That's 2 eggs. It says to add sugar, oil, vinegar, and buttermilk. So this is 1.5 cups of sugar. This is, let's see, 1/2 cup oil. Where's my vinegar? A teaspoon of vinegar and a cup of buttermilk. So I'm going to blend all of that together now. Now I've got, let's see, 2 cups of flour and 1/2 cup of self-rising flour. And it says to mix the flour and then cocoa. So this is a teaspoon of cocoa. Baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And that's all. Let me get a whisk. Let me just whisk those ingredients together. I think it actually says to sift it. What I think I'll do is just sift this into here. If I can do it without spilling it all first. It just makes it really light and fluffy. There's no big clumps in it now. So now I'm going to mix that together. Let's see if I can get, put my whisk back on here. Scoop Down the sides. When you're blending wet and dry ingredients like this in a mixer, you always have to scrape down the sides. Okay, now on the instructions on her recipe, now it says add vanilla and food coloring and pecans optional, but it didn't give me a measurement, so I'm just guessing on a teaspoon of vanilla. And I don't want to put pecans in it. I might put some on it. And I'm gonna do an ounce of the red food coloring. It also didn't give me a measurement, but I'm just gonna go with an ounce. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, that is definitely very red. So I'm going to pour these into the 2 pans and then we'll get them in the oven. Okay, I've got my 2 cake pans greased up with, I used the cooking spray with flour. I'm just gonna try to evenly do those. It's very red. Okay, the cakes are cooling now and I'm getting ready to make this frosting. Sadly, the little recipe cards that Falon sent me, it didn't actually have instructions written on it, like the actual amounts and everything to use for the frosting. It just said, I can't remember exactly what it said. It said, to let the cream cheese soften, work in sugar and vanilla, and then add a little water to make it spread easy. But I've made cream cheese frosting before, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do it how I would normally do it, just because I've never added water to a cream cheese frosting before, and the way that I'm gonna do it I know turns out good, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this for this one, sorry. But I'll write this recipe for how I make the frosting down below, so that if you want to make it like this, I'll have it down there. So we're gonna start with an 8-ounce block of cream cheese that's been sitting out. It is at room temperature, and so is this butter. We're gonna add 2 sticks of butter to it. Really, really softened butter. That way it will mix easily. So there's the other stick of butter. All right, I'm gonna mix this together really well. All right, and then I'm gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, and now I'm gonna start adding some powdered sugar, about a cup at a time. Do 1 cup. cakes. So it's 6 cups of the powdered sugar total. Okay, so now it's going to be time to frost the cakes. Okay, so the update on the red velvet cake is that this was the most delicious red velvet cake I've ever had and ever made. I've made some in the past that turned out kind of dry, or the color wasn't the best. I guess I didn't put enough food coloring in, but this one was beautiful in look and it was delicious in taste. I definitely recommend this recipe, and I was happy to do it. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that you'll subscribe and stick around and join me in more videos to come.